Okay, so we're in Sachse. This is on Park, and that is 78. You can see the cars whizzing by, and this property right here, in between these two commercial buildings, this road that leads back to, what is it, about 18 acres, Jeff?
Yeah, 18 acres.
Okay. And this is the owner, Jeff. He's had this land for about, what, 20 years, Jeff?
Yep, 20 years.
You know, to the right person, maybe they want to go deal with City Council of Sachse. I mean, this town's grown a ton, right? And it's going to continue to grow. So,
I moved there in 1982. There was 1,200 people. There's
wow.
almost 30,000 people.
There you have it. You want to just walk me through what your plans were, or the things that you know about this?
That would be the main entrance into the industrial subdivision. The vision was for the new subdivision to look like the old subdivision, but a newer version, but
Okay.
also bigger buildings, roughly 6,000. A lot of those buildings in the older industrial area were not 6,000. They were on smaller lots. The lots that we have already platted with the city are basically 80 to 90 feet wide, 184 feet depth. Basically, every lot you could put 6,000 square foot building on them.
And your property line goes all the way back here to the alley. This part's going to open
All the way
up.
to the alley, yes. As you get closer to the creek, you need more dirt. And also that dirt is needed for the other side of the creek, which would do the opposite direction coming to the creek.
Okay. And so there's not an extra entryway here from the alley.
No,
The city won't let you do that, right?
No, the back over there off of the old houses are the city is requiring a 24-foot gate where the fire department has only a key to open it in case of emergency, in case the railroad track is shut down.
Gotcha. Okay. And then this part right here, walking on right now, that's making these trails.
Yeah,
okay.
Somebody's gone in there and made trails.
But it's not you, huh?
No, it's not me.
Oh,
Somebody looks like they're driving a four-wheeler through there.
Yeah, it looks like a little ATV action.
Yeah.
Someone's having a little Dukes of Hazzard experience on your land. All right. Well, so all of this is yours.
Yeah.
All the way to those houses over there, right?
No, it doesn't go all the way to the house. There's a separation if you walk farther back in there.
Okay.
Possibly to the left, you will see a little playground and a cul-de-sac.
I do. There it is over there.
It stops way before that. There's 5 acres around that park and cul-de-sac that is owned by the city.
Okay.
If you go back up to the alleyway and
well, I guess over here, and back here, there's a little creek right here, right? I can see where the trees kind of don't go up anymore.
Yeah, there's a creek in there.
Okay. And the creek is yours as well?
Yep.
Is there any drainage from the city that we're not able to use any of this? Do you know?
No, it's all within the drawings that I've sent you for water runoff, how they go to detention ponds. So once that's developed and it's all concreted, the storm sewer water line will go into a detention pond located on each side of the creek to hold the water. Once it gets to an elevation, it will drain into the creek to be run off down through the creek.
Even down here, the creek kind of goes through the land as well, right? Over on this side. And we kind of made a loop, kind of made a little circle around the property. What were the plans for you initially when you bought this property 20 years ago? What did you think you were going to do with it?
My idea 20 years ago was to have a bigger property to build a bigger J&K tile business. I was looking at a 15,000 square foot building. At the time, I had 7,500. So at that time, in 2003, was to create a bigger warehouse storage.
Property on this side goes to that fence over there. Is that right? Can you see the fence? Is that your property line? Kind of the
If
border of
it's
it?
the backside, if it's the backside of the old industrial, yes.
Okay. And then there's the new houses right over here. We can all see those. They have a nice patio, actually. Um, okay. It's too bad. I can see why the guy bought that from you, wanting to build SFRs, and the city wouldn't let him, so he got out of the contract with you. Is that right?
Yeah. I
No?
talked to the city today. I was up there. They're not going to look at any RV or any type of uh,
Multifamily?
assisted living because of the water intake that it's got to take for it. He said there's at least two other subdivisions that are being plotted right now in the city of Sachse to be
Okay.
built.
All right.
He did say that 2024 will be a year of comprehensive plan, possibly of changing that property to residential, but
Uh,
that's a year process. And I'm not willing to hold on to the property for a whole year to see if they change it to single family.
I understand. Well, it's an interesting property either way. For anybody that's looking at the street entrance, here's the other street. And then there's Park again. And so this is what you're looking at when you drive through, right? What would you put up here? A fence or some kind of big fence around these two properties?
What, the entrance?
Yeah, because this is the entryway right
No, I
here.
no, you don't need to put up any fence.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, this is pretty much it. Thanks for walking me through it. There's 78. Uh, man, it would be nice. It would be nice to put up some single families. I can see why the other guy wanted to do that as well. Right there, the biggest street in
Yeah,
Sachse to
but
right there.
the problem with single family, they needed to get access from a property that the city of Sachse owns, and the city of Sachse wasn't willing to give it up.
You mean this right here? That's weird.
No, it's on the backside over by the playground and the cul-de-sac.
Oh, they wouldn't let you
That
build that back entry road, is what you're saying.
right. That where you started the video, that
Hmm.
would be an emergency exit only. The main
Gotcha.
entrance would come in off of the residential of the old neighborhood. The old neighborhood didn't want all the access of new cars of 47 houses times two vehicles is another 94 cars going up and down four times a day.
Yeah.
So that's a lot
Okay.
more traffic. I told the city today, isn't that why you put the stoplight up there by the Buddhist church? And they just kind of laughed. They said, "Well, you were planning on something, but right now you kind of got me screwed."
Yeah. And they're not gonna, what do you have to do? Go get the board to city council to switch their rules?
You're looking at a 9 month ordeal.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for walking me through it, Jeff. Give me a day or two to see if I can come up with a direction for this with some other people. When is your, I know you're going through your thing right now with that lien holder. What's the drop dead date on that? Do you have one? Is there one?
It's the end of February right now. I think I've got a loan lined up to sign on Tuesday,
Hmm.
which will take out the first mortgage, which is already past due by at least 60 days.
Well, how much of a loan are they giving you?
1.2 million,
For how long?
8 months.
8 months?
It's about not getting to foreclosure.
Are they adding in the debt service on that 8 months as well?
It's only interest only.
Well, I mean, are they adding in the 8 months of that interest onto your loan amount so you don't have to make payments?
No, they're only charging me the first three at closing.
So you're not making the first 3 months payments and then the subsequent 5 months you have to pay, right?
Correct.
Okay. If you don't sell it by then, obviously, right? Okay. And you think you're going to
But
close on that loan Tuesday?
I just talked to him when you had called earlier. I was talking
Mhm.
to him. There's a couple things he wanted to add in. He has to send me the promissory note. We'll look over the agreement. If we
Mhm.
can agree to all the language over the weekend, he will uh, move the funds into closing, sign Tuesday morning.
Okay. Let me call the people I need to call and see if we can maybe do something a little different for you. Um I'll I'll be in touch. Thanks for walking me through this.